Good morning, it's Simon Keeling here with your early view on Monday the 13th of April, taking a look at the weather globally for the coming week. Now, temperature anomalies for the whole of this week, showing warm conditions across much of central and western parts of Europe, down into the northwestern parts of Africa, but cooler conditions across parts of the Baltic states and the far western parts of Russia. Central parts of Russia remain mild for the time of year, but turning cold across northeastern areas of Russia too. Across the US, warm conditions for many, particularly across the northern and northeastern parts of the US, running into eastern parts of Canada. But across the western parts, it's here that we find some cooler weather just edging in, although nothing too dramatic. In South America, temperatures near normal through much of Brazil, but staying warm across parts of Argentina, Uruguay and Paraguay as well. Across Australia, here we've got warm temperatures for much of central, eastern and northern parts of the continent. Temperatures not dramatically warmer than normal, but certainly will be feeling warmer than it normally does. And across southeastern parts of Australia, it's here that we've got some cooler conditions for the time of year. Across China, here we've got temperatures above normal in southern areas, not drastically so once again, but you notice here, look, nearer normal temperatures across the far northeast. Total rainfall for the coming week has got dry conditions across much of the southern parts of the UK, but across southern parts of Europe, across Iberia, running through southern parts of France, and also you notice there across eastern parts of Europe, we've got some fairly wet conditions, particularly out towards the east, where we've got that cooler air moving in from the northwest. Particularly, I think there, that problem is going to be late on in the week. Across the eastern parts of the states, we've got rain associated with those warmer conditions as well. You see there a plume of rainfall moving in during the course of this week, although not affecting the far northeastern states. Further west, it tends to be a dry week, and you'll notice there too, look, dry conditions across California. Across South America, generally dry for Brazil, but wetter conditions across northeastern parts of Argentina, Paraguay and running into Uruguay as well. For Russia, we've got generally wet conditions across many central parts of Russia, but it is drier towards the south, although it does stay pretty wet across northeastern parts of Russia as the week progresses. And down into Australia, some rain affecting southeastern parts of the continent, and actually some rain running through central parts as well, but largely dry across the north and generally dry conditions for the western parts of Australia too. Now, during this week, you're going to be hearing and reading much talk of El Nino, because latest forecast models again going into super El Nino territory. This is the forecast from the CFS V2. You notice here, look, this increase in the El Nino numbers for region 3.4. Now, treat this with extreme caution. This is one of the features of springtime conditions, that we see El Nino rise and become a strong event once again. Really, this needs to be monitored quite carefully over the coming weeks just to see exactly what happens with this. But the CFS is receiving backup from the ECMWF, which has its own plume, and if we take the average here, you can see that plume rising there as we head through, particularly into the months of July and heading into August as well. So we need to watch this one very, very carefully for developing El Nino, but as I say, treat it with extreme caution just at the moment. So that's your early view for Monday the 13th of April. Thanks again for watching. If you'd like more information about the services that we offer to traders, and there are many, then get in touch with us using the contact form at the top of the page at weatherweb.net. But for now, thanks again for watching. Have a great day and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.